everyone out there in the land of YouTube. It is Wednesday. It's Hump Day. Happy Hump Day! This is Annette Dion. I'm the host and founder of the Psychic News Network, which is definitely a need that we have because there's so much going on. How many times do I say that? There's so much going on. There's so much news. It's so hard to keep up with the news. And here we are once again. A little bit more than a week ago, it was Indictment Day. So, I see a film over my camera. Let me fix that. Hang on. Say hello to one another while I fix this. How's that? There's a haze over everything. Anyway, I'm opening a beer. It's a fake beer, but I'm opening a beer because I'm just like getting ready for the entertainment. So let's do this. Pour yourself a drink. I'm kind of into my fake beer. It's really delicious. Athletic Brew. Coming to a store near you. Toast. This is what we're toasting to. We are toasting to, yeah, this is the best one that they make, Athletic Brewing. When I quit drinking, I was like, I love the taste of an IPA. And now I can enjoy that. So, Prigozhin, man, wow. As far as Prigozhin, I just want you to know that we were all surprised that Putin didn't just knock him off. And I'm not saying that Putin did it. But we were all like, oh, Prigozhin, he's going to get it, he's going to get it. And then he didn't get it. And do you remember when I said the reason he didn't get it immediately was because he was useful to Vladimir. Oh yeah, he's gone. He's gone. I checked the pendulum right after I heard that a plane he was on the passenger list of got shot down. So I checked the pendulum right away because they weren't sure, and we don't know what, like coming out of Russia, we don't know what is real and what isn't. That's why we have the Psychic News Network, right? So I checked the pendulum, and he definitely was on that plane. He was on the passenger list, but it hadn't been confirmed, and I don't know if it will ever be confirmed. So what my psychic impression is, for entertainment purposes only, is that the Kremlin didn't knock him off or out a window or poison him, or they didn't. But he wasn't going to get away with the coup or, defecting. Prigozhin wasn't going to get away with that. I really got strongly that Prigozhin was useful to Putin until he wasn't. Yeah, is there ever such a thing as an accident in Russia? Barbara. Good point. Good point, right? So, sorry, I should adjust better before I come on. Just 7 o'clock comes so quickly. So he was useful to Putin until he wasn't. And Darren's drinking a LaCroix. That's what I usually drink. And then, let's think, Putin and Trump have a lot of commonalities. And one of those commonalities is if you're not 100% loyal to them, they will off you. Look at what Trump did to Pence. Remember when Cassidy Hutchinson was there saying that Mark Meadows was laying on the couch during the insurrection doing this? She's going, we got to do something, Mark. We got to do something, Mark. And Mark Meadows is on the couch going, he doesn't want to. He thinks that Mike Pence deserves it. It's the same mentality. It's a dictatorship mentality. So none of us thought for 1 minute that Putin would be okay with, well, it's different, like, that Putin would be okay with Prigozhin. He just needed to use him for as long as he was useful for. So I'm saying for entertainment purposes only. That was a setup, that was a plan. Allegedly, 45 was Mussolini. Yeah, so it was really shocking, and it's like we have that going on in Russia, right? And Prigozhin, my first thought was, gee, I wonder what it was like when the leader of the Wagner group crossed over to the other side and hit the pearly gates. What up with that? Like, I wonder what happened there. Interesting. I mean, I guess we could look at it. So let me know how you're doing. Let me know what's on your mind. Let me know what time the debate starts if you know. I'm assuming it starts at 8 Eastern time. Wisconsin's on Central time though, so that might be, it might actually be later. Can somebody help me out? What time did the debate start Eastern time? Kathy's in the house, professional Aquarian. I actually reached out to Kathy to tell her to please let me know if there's anything about this Mercury retrograde, which seems extra intense, so we should know. Oh, 9 p.m. So, Diane's in a food coma. Korean bulgogi nachos? Jeez, that's a new one on me, and I thought it was pretty up on the food thing. Please pray for a good friend Carlton Pina. Okay, we'll pray. Come to Church of Spirituality too, because people will pray for your friends there too. That's kind of what we do. What is a bulgogi fry? I don't know what that is. The mugshots are hilarious. Can we just say? I just discovered something called a Pokeball, which you guys probably know about. Let's talk about food for a sec. 7 planets are retrograde. Oh, thank you. Kalani, you're there. You have a Hawaiian roots. Bulgogi is a Korean meat dish. Kanishas are great too. Yeah, Pokey. Okay, Kalani, I thought you knew there's a place right across the street that just opened up, which I think is a very courageous thing to open a restaurant. It's a hard gig. But yeah, they opened up recently, and I think I've been there maybe like 2 weeks now. I've been there probably half a dozen times. So poke bowl is like rice and I like kimchi and raw fish, and you know the fish here is really fresh, so it's really, really good. Anyway, meanwhile, back to the astrology. Venus, Mercury, Uranus, Saturn, Neptune, and Pluto are all retrograde. No wonder I felt it ahead of time, because it started for me on Sunday. I was like, okay, I was talking about it. Whatever. I think the best way to deal with this Mercury retrograde is to just, if things aren't working, to just go, oh well. It's 95 degrees in Minnesota with high humidity. Why is Trump surrendering tomorrow evening? Why so late? Could he be detained? We're going to look at all that. You bet Gloucester has really fresh fish. Yes, it comes in right off the boats, right 2 streets down. 1 street down, really. Bulgogi. Okay, thank you for clearing that up for me. I'm going to grab, let's see, these cards. Betty and Benny Bunny are with us to inspire us to be involved in our democracy. I love wasabi too. Wasabi and raw fish. Yeah. Oh me oh my, what should we read on first? So I thought the debate was going to start at 8, but I forgot it was Central Time. So it's 9 my time. So I was gonna maybe do a short vid, but now we can just go, you know, for however long we need to read. There's so much to read on. Mercury is retrograding at a spot that was active during 2020 in the Great Lie. So, let's do a little consult here. Professional Aquarian Kathy. Does that mean Mercury is retrograding at a spot that was active during 2020 and the Great Lie? If it's Mercury has to do with communication and it's going backwards to the place that it was in 2020, all around the big lie, what does that mean? What's your interpretation of what that could mean? So watch the chat, because Kathy will give us the lowdown. And we're doing a show next. It's activating where Neptune was in 2020. Kathy and I are doing a show next Tuesday too. Cleaning up the gaslighting. Yeah, that's what it kind of sounds like. So Neptune has to do with creating delusions, smoke and mirror shows, gaslighting. Yeah, and so that's going to be clearing up. So if you have any thoughts, Kathy, about how that might affect the debate tonight, also there's more coming. Cheryl's saying, I wonder if this wasn't an accident. Are you talking about the Prigozhin, the plane being shot down? Gloria, just so you know, if it's news, I've heard about it. Leonard Leo, Federalist Society being criminally investigated. Yes, that's good. That's good. Yesterday on my video out on the rocks, I hadn't even asked a question, and the first card that I just happened to see was the Justice card. You don't have to apologize, Gloria. Okay, so Betty's saying, are we even sure? We're jumping around on different topics, so just, you know, sorry if it's confusing. I do my best. Warren, I don't know, I didn't check my email. I was looking for the Judge Ludig and Lawrence Tribe article in the Atlantic, and I don't subscribe to the Atlantic, so if you emailed it to me, thank you. This retrograde right now directly links into Trump's chart, just so we know. Going back to the Prigozhin situation with the plane, Cheryl says, I wonder if this wasn't an accident. I think that's obviously what you're referring to. It wasn't an accident. I haven't even heard anybody say that plane coming down was an accident. Although the Kremlin would say that, right? Let's see. Yeah, Meadows lost his appeal to drop charges on him, so yeah, he was trying to bring it to federal court. Delay. WJ Zepp is saying that Prigozhin is in hell and Putin will be joining him very soon. Well, we all die eventually. And Gloria is saying the KGB got him. We can read about that. Let's start with Russia. We can read about that. I did see a photograph of Putin today. Glasses actually make it hard to see. I did see a photograph of Putin today. I don't know if it was just like a stock photo or what, but it was really striking to me how much his photographs all look different to me. No, it's not an accident. That didn't even enter into my mind. The plane coming down being an accident, that did not even enter my mind. And now that I'm thinking of it, it really didn't. It really didn't. I think Zelensky is kind of happy about that. So let's read on Russia. Okay, so I'm going to read on how this is going to affect the war in Ukraine. By the way, weather-wise, it cooled way down here, so comfortable. I don't even have the fan on. I have a candle going. I don't even have a fan on. Yeah, Zelensky, I'm sure this is a shot in the arm for him. So as far as Russia goes, oh yeah, this is the Kremlin. This is Russia. They're out in the cold. They've got really not much left. Not that Prigozhin was helping anymore, but this is a really big damper on the Russian troops. Big damper on the Russian troops. The King of Cups. This is Putin's trying to spin this to make it look like it was a good thing for Russia, right? Yeah, Putin's trying to spin it so that, like, to say it's a good thing for Russia. But Prigozhin was leading up the Russian army, and then, you know, him being shot down. And I don't think that the Russian soldiers don't have an inkling of what's going on. That they've been had, basically. But they were drafted. They didn't have any choice. The Queen of Swords. Remember we talked about the mothers of the soldiers who were lost in this war? Ever since the war in Ukraine started, I've seen a rebellion and I've seen a revolution. I've mentioned it many times. It's a long time coming, but it's coming. It's coming. I am going to just grab my pendulum. Are we going to see a Russian revolution? I guess I should ask a different question, because that's all up in the air. Are we going to see the people of Russia make their voices heard? Yes. Damon saying maybe a mom will take Putin out. Maybe. And the Russian moon landing failed. Yes. Thank you for reminding me of that. It's very symbolic. It's very symbolic. They're failing. Well, that kind of pertains to like this card. Always Blessed says she thinks it's so cruel they took 9 other lives to get one. If he was even on the plane, he was on the plane for one. And you're coming from the assumption that these people aren't sociopaths. That Putin isn't a sociopath, right? I know it's hard. It's really hard for us to... Moms against dictators. I like it. It's hard for us, you know, because we're the beautiful, loving, kind people, like my sign says, and we need to celebrate all of the beautiful, loving, kind people. We can't conceptualize somebody who's like, I'm mad at that guy, so let's shoot down the plane that he's on, right? We can't conceptualize, oh, but maybe we shouldn't kill the other people on the plane, right? This is the mentality that we have to understand of a dictator, of a fascist dictator. I saw an article today. I didn't read it, but I just saw, gosh, if you read all the articles, you'll be reading all day. But I saw a picture of North Korea, and the title of the article was how North Korea keeps the people trapped in North Korea. I don't think Putin will pass before a revolution can happen, CM, because the revolution would be revolting against him. Yeah, it's called collateral damage, right? So, I've always seen the people revolting. I always wonder about the people that went to prison after the war started and they protested the war. Remember, they took all those Russian people to prison? That was hard to watch. And they tried to revolt. They weren't powerful enough to revolt. Let's see. Will there be a revolt of the Russian people this year? Will there be? I'm getting a yes on that. Tuscany. Will the Russian people revolt this year? In 2023? I'm saying yes. See, I'm saying Putin's not well, has pancreatic and another cancer. You might be new to this channel. So let me just recap. There are about 10 Vladimir Putins. The one that had pancreatic cancer and reportedly fell down the stairs and soiled his pants. I can't even believe that made it out of Russia, that report. I think somebody was mad at him. He's gone. The Putin that helped Trump, he's gone. For entertainment purposes only. But it's common knowledge. I know somebody who is from Ukraine who said the people of Europe it's common knowledge. It's common knowledge. So, more about Russia. As far as Prigozhin, I feel him in limbo right now. Well, the young people in Russia cheered Prigozhin when he was marching in Moscow, not because they're in support of Prigozhin. Let's be clear. Prigozhin was one of the most heinous murderers you can imagine. And they are likely misinformed. In Russia, they probably, made him out to be a hero because he was leading up the Russian troops. And you get a Putin, and you get a Putin, and you get a Putin. Yeah, right. So what they were cheering more was somebody finally stood up against Putin. Oh my gosh, Prigozhin was a horrible, heinous, can't even imagine, just a demon, just a demonic, an evil demon murderer. Yeah, monster, that's a good word for it. And I keep wanting to say, as we're talking about these horrible, almost non-human people that are that evil, I just keep being tempted to say, and Trump is just like them. The seagulls are noisy today, but it might be because I threw a piece of bread out there earlier. Will the real Putin stand up? I think they lost track. The seagulls are driving your cats crazy right now. I can do a reading on the seagulls and see what's up. John says the seagulls are agreeing with me in regards to Putin. Yeah, you can kind of gauge what's really like a big hit by how loud the seagulls are. More about Russia. Yeah, there are people working hard in the background, behind the scenes, to overthrow the Russian government. I mean, I'm not saying that they'll succeed right away, but the pendulum said we'll see something by the end of this year in terms of the Russian people rising up. The King of Cups, that's the reign, that's the Kremlin, that's the reign of the Kremlin. But the Six of Swords, I kind of see in Russia that there's going to be some major hit on Russia that weakens the Kremlin. You guys are probably like, how do you see that in those cards? I don't really see it in the cards. The cards just give me a couple little ideas. Yeah, but there are people working behind the scenes on a plan to overthrow Putin and the Kremlin. Earth Mama thinks it will be soon. Well, I got that it would be. Yeah, I'm feeling a big blast in Russia. It feels like a bomb. It feels like it's this year. And it feels like it weakens the entire government structure. And then there's a revolution. That's how I see it. Cash Peters is going to do a crossover maybe on Prigozhin. I don't do that. I guess I tune in a little bit, and I feel Prigozhin in kind of a limbo. His soul. You watch a show where Americans bombed the hell out of the Wagner group and that they called and asked for a ceasefire, killed half of their troops over oil. When will the F-16 start flying? I think they already have. That's funny. Laura's cats are mesmerized by the birds, by the seagulls. So anyway, coming back to America, Trump. Okay, so there's so much going on. So Trump did an interview with Tucker Carlson. Apparently that's airing tonight. There was a bomb today. Ukraine bombed an arsenal in Russia. Yeah, if it was a big one that was really disruptive to Russia, that's probably what I picked up on. Damon said the light's scaring him. It's okay. It's okay. We'll come for you. So Trump's good. So it's, I guess the interview. Huge bombing in Russia. Okay, good. I mean, I think Zelensky's happy right now. Relatively happy. So the interview with Tucker is supposed to be tonight. I don't know what time. Trump's Secret Service directly communicated with Rhodes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So that's gonna be on tonight. I still don't know what platform Tucker Carlson is on. Damon's freaked out by the bunny. Tucker will broadcast during the debate. Do you guys know where to find that? Not that I could listen to it, because I couldn't. I'm just curious. So you have to go to X, which I still call Twitter? No, I'm not watching. I'm just curious as to when it's going to be. So Trump is working on upstaging the debate by being on Tucker Carlson. I mean, these people are so despicable. Margaritaville tonight. All right, I'll move. Hang on. Everyone, just talk amongst yourselves. Hang on. Because I'll fix it. All right. How's that? A little better? Is that better? Oh, it's on Fox? If you watch the debate or the interview, don't forget your barf bag. Or have some beer. You know? Is that better, Damon? I don't mean to freak you out. Trump is absolutely chicken to debate. So he's going to upstage, he's attempting to upstage the debate tonight. And tomorrow night, I'm trying to figure out what he's trying to upstage tomorrow night. Yeah, okay, so it's on X. It's not the interview with Tucker Carlson, in which Trump is only going to spew out all his lies. That's all he has. The guy just saying that Trump is not sleeping. Trump might nap for 2 hours a night. So he doesn't have the vocabulary to debate. Trump does not have the vocabulary to debate. He also doesn't have the cognitive function to debate. Trump wants primetime ratings, hence tomorrow, but I just wonder what he's competing with. Because I can't imagine Trump not trying to one-up something else that's going on. So there must be tomorrow night. The interview is only 10 minutes tonight. And I've mentioned that I had the name wrong. It wasn't Mark Levine interviewing him. It was Larry Kudlow was interviewing, unless there were two interviews. Trump wants to be on cable news live. Well, they should not even put him on cable news. Yeah, Joanna, we're all with it. We're all with it. He's turning himself in tomorrow. We know that. What I'm asking is, what is he going to be trying to one up tomorrow night? Because it's got to be something. and they're only showing 10 minutes of his pre-recorded interview. So on the show with Larry Kudlow, I went on about this the other night. I went on about him being interviewed, and he was supposed to be being interviewed on the issues. You know, running for president, he's supposed to be running on issues. Like Joe Biden's running on the economy and bringing America back for the middle class, right? All Trump could talk about was water pressure in your shower head. Let's just pull 3 cards. I'm dilly-dallying. Maybe Tucker wants to be VP. Haha, it's funny, but it's not. Yeah, the issues that Trump thinks are most important, and the reason that he needs to be president of the United States. This is Trump's, this is what his shtick. This is what he's promoting. Trump is trying to promote the idea that he needs to be reelected president of the United States because the water pressure in your shower and in your toilet is not strong enough. Trump is an issue. No, he's a freaking subscription. This is about tomorrow night. Oh, yeah. I cannot believe how often I get the lover card when I it's been like every single time. The lover card comes up when I'm reading on Trump over the past couple of weeks. I could go back on my videos and look. The lover card comes up for Trump all the time. And this is really indicative of he's looking for people who love him. Remember, looking for loyalty in all the wrong places. A knish in every kitchen. Yes, a knish in every kitchen. There you go. Biden's going to give you a knish in every kitchen. Was it Roosevelt? No. Who said a chicken in every pot? Trivia. American history trivia. Who said a chicken in every pot? Was it Roosevelt? Well, it doesn't take a psychic. Let me tell you. Well, no, what it means is he's still looking for people that love him. I think it was... Kathy says Herbert Hoover. Is that right? A chicken in every pot. It was during the Great Depression. I gotta brush up on my history. Hoover? I think the Hoover wins. Yeah, it was Herbert Hoover. Okay. A chicken in every pot was Herbert Hoover. Okay. Thank you. You win. I don't know what you win, but you win something. You win feeling like a winner. The Chariot. All right, this is strictly for the grift. It's strictly for the grift. That's what I'm. It doesn't take a psychic to tell you. I thought it was Roosevelt, but it's everyone's saying Herbert Hoover. And I know Kathy knows her history. Yeah, it was Herbert Hoover. So Trump's, the tomorrow night or the tonight thing, just his general energy is he's still looking for people who love him. I see Trump on the phone with his children begging for support, begging them for support. This is a 10 of coins. I actually feel Trump like calculating in his mind how much money he needs to grift. And the Chariot card says something's going to come down on him really quickly. This is interesting. I'm reading the general energy of this whole Trump scenario between tonight and tomorrow night. This is more about tomorrow night. He's going to jump quickly right to the grifting. Right to the grifting. Trump is 100% relying on, he's really got nothing else. He's relying on people sending him money. I don't see any other thing that he's going after. A chicken in every pot originated with King Henry IV of France and later claimed by Hoover's opponents that Hoover promised a chicken in every pot. We'll have to look into that more. Trump's PAC is paying his legal fees. Yeah, I heard there was a certain percentage going to his legal fees, which is illegal. Gloria says he won't get money. Well, he won't get as much as he needs, but he will get money. But I definitely see Trump on the phone with his kids. And the guys are saying he's a shyster, which we know that, but he's trying to scam his own children. Is he asking Melania and Jared? Not Melania, I didn't mean to say Melania. Freudian slip there. Is he asking Ivanka and Jared for money? Is Trump asking Ivanka and Jared for money? Is he asking them for money? I see yes. Well, that's Warren. I'm kind of reading that on that right now. And 30% of every donation to the PAC goes for legal fees, which is illegal. I asked if Trump is asking Ivanka and Jared for money, and I got a yes on that. That's probably why that I get that he's asking them for money, because of the bail tomorrow. Will he be able to make bail? Will Trump make bail? No. Is he asking his sister for money? For entertainment purposes only. We're asking who Trump is asking for money besides his base, because that's the only reason he's doing what he's doing right now. Joanna, that's what I'm reading on. Hold your horses. I'm just teasing you. Is Trump asking his sister's name is Mary too, right? Like his mother and like his niece? Is Trump asking his sister for money? Yes, he's asking, yeah, I get a strong yes on him asking his sister for money. And will they give him the money? Will they give him the money? No, that's interesting. I know, Trump told his followers that he's going to jail for them, which totally cracks me up. It totally cracks me up. When Trump says, I'm going to prison for you. I'm being arrested for you. It just doesn't even make any sense. Trump knows his kids are done with him. He's freaking out. I have to agree with that. Well, I asked if he's asking Ivanka and Jared for money, and I got yes. Are they giving Trump money? Yes, they're giving him money. He's an idiot. I get that Jared and Ivanka are giving him money. Are they going to post bail for him? I feel like yeah, Trump's height and weight will be measured when he's booked. Do you want to place bets on how much he weighs? I'm really bad at figuring out how much people weigh. It's not something I pay much attention to. Gloria says she wants to see his ass in jail. I think we're all on the same page with that. Oh, Lincoln Project has a betting pool on hidden weight. I just thought of it. Lisa's saying 400 pounds. We should see. I don't know if Terry's here. Maybe she can jot down the bids. Hang on, let me ask this. Wait. I did get that Ivanka and Jared would give him some money. Are they going to give him enough for his bail? Yeah. Well, they have $2 billion. They're doing that in Vegas? I thought I just made it up in my head. Let's bet on his weight. Does Trump... This is where we get into this silly portion of the show, right? Does Trump weigh more than 300 pounds? He weighs more... Yeah, he'll have his bail money. I got that he would get his bail money. It looked like it was going to come from Jared, but I don't think it's directly from. I think it's indirectly. Trump is hosting a fundraiser for Giuliani. Are you sure? Yeah, the bail is met. I feel like Trump has money indirectly from Jared, so maybe it's already there. You say 310? I'm going to guess 330. I have a hard time believing that Trump is holding a fundraiser for Rudy, because he doesn't pay his help. $100,000 per plate to go. When is that? Dale says 320. Does Trump weigh 330 pounds? I'm getting 330. I'm going with that. Michael is on CNN talking about Trump. CNN is reporting it. Is reporting. So hard for me to keep up. I do my best. Is reporting what, Gloria? Can you catch us up? I got 330. Taft weighed 330? I thought Taft was even heavier than that. There's a fundraiser for Rudy Giuliani on September 7th in Bedminster. That is so weird. Diane's going with 335. Is that fundraiser going to produce enough money for Rudy? It's not going to produce enough money for him. I agree they should set 45's bail at $3 billion. But you know what all his followers would do. I'm just wondering, like, I don't think that Giuliani is that popular. I mean, he used to be. Jen's going with 350. I'm going with 330. Why is 45 doing the fundraiser? I don't feel like he's doing the fundraiser for Rudy, even though that's what's being said. Is this fundraiser for Rudy? No. I don't see the appeal. You know what I mean? If you're going to fork out a bunch of money, even if you're rich. Electra Storm says 342 pounds. Somebody paid for a private jet for Rudy to fly to Atlanta. I know, but you have to understand, I'm going on my psychic impression. I don't feel like it's strictly for Rudy. Anyway, we're spending way too much time on his weight and Rudy's fundraiser. I need a list of the people who are being arrested, and I think I did a screenshot because I wanted to pull cards on each one of them. I am that ambitious. I bet the fundraiser is for paying lawyers too, Cheryl. It doesn't. There's something not right about a fundraiser for Rudy. Yeah, and Auntie is saying Trump keeps the money and then holds it over Giuliani's head and never gives it. That's more likely. Is the let's see. Is the fundraiser actually so Trump can pay his lawyers? Yeah, that's what it is. That's what I'm seeing. While I'm thinking of it, can you please hit the thumbs up for me? I need help. Peter Smith keeps talking about ultra hypnosis and meditation, and I'm not sure where that's connected to. It's kind of off topic. Annette Dion 7@gmail.com. If you have something that you want to tell me, definitely. I teach meditation. And we do every single Tuesday. We do a 20 on Tuesdays guided meditation. Can you become a moderator? Yeah, can you first tell me what I missed that we're talking about meditation, which I'm totally all about. Well, Peter, I don't really recognize you, and it's nothing personal. I'm gonna let's just hang tight. right now. I know what Trump does with fundraisers or charities. Yeah. Okay. Let's take a look at Fani Willis in Georgia. I wanted to look at each one of the... How many indicted? Which might take too long, so I'm just going to pick a few. Sidney Powell. We're going to pick... Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Always Blessed. I'm not really 100% with, because usually people that I make moderators are regulars, and I just nothing personal, Peter. When you're more of a regular person I see in the chat, then there's a little bit of criteria, you know. It's kind of a screening. It's kind of a screening. Yeah, so after I've seen you a lot of times, you know, then we can talk about it. Let me do this again because I got a little distracted. We're going to read first on Sidney Powell. We're going to just hang out more, Peter. Sidney Powell. We're going to just pick one card about Sidney Powell. And I mean, people that are moderators have been here for like months. Sidney Powell, as soon as I saw, Barbara's talking about her photo, or her mugshot. As soon as I saw Sidney Powell's mugshot, which I think I screenshot. I love the screenshot feature on my iPhone. This is it. I was like, that woman is certifiably insane. You know? She's not okay. And the card that okay, as far as Sidney Powell, this is a card I'm pulling for Sidney Powell. It's a Six of Swords. She's directly guilty. Directly guilty. Warren, why are you saying that I need help? Keeping my P.O. box when I move. Yes, my P.O. box is a post office, and I'm just moving up the street. Oh, and by the way, I'm not moving until December. So, Sidney Powell has not blinked in, yeah, and she looks, I'm sorry, I don't like to, you know, make people feel bad about their appearance, but let me just say, she looks like she hasn't slept in about, I don't know, a year. She's not okay. She's certifiably, she's gone. Do you remember when she was being interviewed by the investigators in the January 6th committee? Yeah, she's cray-cray. And she was, you know, this is a really important meeting, right? And she says something, then she takes her Dr. Pepper, exactly. She's like, go, with her Dr. Pepper, right? I'm even hesitant to take a drink when I'm having a show with you guys because I don't want to be rude. Diet Dr. Pepper, really bad. It's really bad for you. Okay, I'm going to pick a card about this guy who just popped up on my phone. I'm gonna pull a card about this guy. Rudy is 5'11" and 230 pounds, so 45 is way more. I'm sticking with 330. Sidney Powell and Ginny are twins. The drink of insurrection is Dr. Pepper, or Diet Dr. Pepper, or Diet Coke. Yes, that's Rudy's mugshot. There it is. I posted it on my community page, and I said that the most historic fall from grace in American history. I stay hydrated. I drink a lot of water. Yeah, Rudy was sticking to his lies today. Surreal. I just want to explain what that is. That's all he has. Because what are they going to say? The election was stolen and we can prove it? That's all he has. Jenna Ellis looks like she's on a photo shoot. I commented on somebody, it might have been David Packman's comments, or Brian Tyler Cohen. So Jenna Ellis's mugshot was posted, and I said, "What, does she think she's going to Disneyland?" Rudy. We're going to pick one card about Rudy. We're going to have some fun. We're going to pick a card on everyone that we have time for. This is what Rudy's hanging on. They're going to give me money. Trump's going to give me money. Trump's going to give me money. That's what he has right now. He's got a lot of lies. Rudy has a lot of lies, and he's got hopes for a lot of money. It's funny as hell that the RICO charge is being used against him. I mean, we don't wish bad things on people, but when they have harmed so many people and they get what's due them, we're like, okay, that's all right. Well, we're doing cards. Well, we don't need to do cards on the mugshots. We're doing cards on what's going to happen with them. It's just crazy. Let's see. Do I have somebody else's mugshot here? I do have ringleader Mark Meadows. Mark Meadows is having a very bad day today. Kenneth Cheeseborough. We'll do him after Meadows. Meadows really thought he was going to get this moved to federal court and delay. Meadows has completely flipped. Mark Meadows has completely flipped. I'll need a new iPhone if I keep showing the mugshots, I know. Karma. He's completely flipped. Meadows is not loyal. So I actually get that Mark Meadows will get less time than we might want him to get. Kenneth Cheeseborough. Cheeseburger. Fani Willis is not putting up with their silly games. She's doing her job. Meadow was a ringleader. Yeah, he's totally flipped. He's totally spilled everything. I know, I don't have a mugshot for Mark Meadows. I just thought of Mark Meadows, and I'm not reading on everyone who got booked. I'm just reading on those who were in the indictment. So, Cheeseborough, 6 of Cups. When I'm picking all these 6s, that means they're directly connected, and there's direct evidence connecting them to January 6th. Mark didn't turn himself in yet. I'm just reading on the people that are in the indictment, whether they turned themselves in or not. And no, the Georgia Republicans are not removing Fani Willis from her office as DA. That's old news. That already didn't happen. That already cannot happen. So, yeah, the fake elector. Yeah, so this is Cheeseborough. And he was at the January 6th. Jenna is flipping on Friday. Cheryl's saying. So this is Cheeseborough. I know you're so full of questions. I was like, really? It's nice and cool here today. Now I'm getting warm with all the questions. Let's see. Who else do we have? We have Jeffrey Clark. Now, I heard a rumor that Jeffrey Clark posted something. Cheeseburger. That's a John Belushi thing. You think Jenna Ellis looked relieved? What I got about Jenna Ellis, smiling for a photo. Sometimes people, they smile for their mugshots. It's kind of stupid. But I feel like I did sense relief in her photo, so I feel like somebody put up the money for her. So I heard that, Clark and Meadows got shot down by the judge today, so they have to be arrested in Georgia. But with Jenna Ellis, I felt like somebody put up the money, and she was happy about that. Yeah, these are such exciting times. Now we have the mugshots. I agree. Jeffrey Clark posted something about the witches were coming after him or something about, I don't know. Did you guys see that? I think Autumn at Black and Orange brought that up. And she's really good at keeping up with the news. Keeping us informed. I'll see if I can get more details on that. But Jeffrey Clark was posting all this stuff about, blaming the fortune tellers and the witches and the psychics. I don't know I think he was drunk. So you think Jen Ellis went full on flip? I'm not sure about that. I just got that somebody promised her some money. So we got Cheese Bro. Harrison Floyd, I don't even know. He must have been a fake elector. Donald Trump. Who's that? Yeah, Jeffrey Clark went off the deep end. Eastman, how's it going to go for Eastman? I think that Eastman's going to spend a lot of time in prison. Yeah. Eastman was really connected to big money. I feel like, I remember Eastman on January 6th standing up in front of everybody, and I see that image of him, of Eastman. I think he had a hat on, and he was talking, you know, all kinds of nonsense and lies. When I see Eastman, I see an image of like a big bags of money behind him. So that's what they're going to get Eastman on. Mostly the evidence is about how much money was behind him, which makes me think, oh, Harrison Floyd heads Black Voices for Trump. Interesting. Okay, thanks. But this is as far as Eastman is concerned, for some reason. Oh, okay. Let me read. Rita looked that up for me. For some reason, I feel there's a big sack of money behind Eastman that he was being paid for what he did. That's what I feel. So this is what Jeffrey Clark posted. Was it on X? Okay, on the formerly known as Twitter. He said, Clark said, today, witches, spiritists? What's a spiritist? Mediums, those with spirit animals, and Ukrainian NPCs resumed their attacks on me. He was drinking. Let's be real. That's a drunk post. Eastman's money come from Russia. That's what I'm picking up. Because I see a big bag of money. And it does feel like it has foreign influence. I know, and they just keep saying, like Giuliani and Eastman, they keep saying, oh no, it was stolen, it was stolen. Hey, they have no shame. Non-player characters is a gaming term. Thank you for clearing that up for me, because I am not a gamer and I didn't know what that meant. What's up with the spiritists? I know, that would be me, that's why I took note. Although I've never called myself a spiritist. He must have been drinking Russian vodka. I like it, Lois. He was drinking Russian vodka. I have to say that's what it kind of looks like. Was the money from Russia? Oh, yeah. Big. Warren says, you think he means spiritualists? Well, I kind of figured that out. What did Trump spells things wrong all the time. I'm trying to remember, there was a word, David Pacman was reading something Trump had posted, and there was a word, and I don't remember what the word was, but I heard it, and I was like, how could Trump misspell that? It was like a really easy word. I wish I could remember what the word was. Too many things in my brain. How about Trevion Cuddy? Okay, Trevion Cuddy was the one that Lord Ruby Freeman was indicted. I think no, it wasn't that Lisa. It was a more basic word. Yeah, he keeps on spelling indicted, indicated. It might have been stolen. Thank you, David. I think it was stolen. It was. Look at all the words you guys are all posting that Trump spells wrong. So there you go. I made the point. He spells genius with a J. We can't have stupid in the White House. We cannot have stupid in the White House. We're just going to do a few more of these people. Trevion Cuddy is the one that was I think a publicist for Kanye West. I'm going to call him by his full name, Kanye West. And she posed as like a police investigator and lured Ruby Freeman in to sit with her and to get her to agree to a crime she didn't commit. This is right out of the fascist playbook. It's unbelievable. We have got to stay on top of this. So what's going to be her fate? I'm trying not to get my own impressions, you know, my own feelings into this, because I think that was such a horrible thing. The Two of Swords for Trevian Cuddy. You guys all, are you all following? Two of Swords. That means she's going to be in, speaking of limbo, like I was talking about Prigozhin being in limbo, in that in-between place. She's a MAGA supporter as well. She's going to be in this hell of having to wait and wait and wait for her fate. So she's kind of last in line, but I feel like she's going to be reined in. She might be detained or under house arrest. And let me ask if Trevian Cuddy will be under house arrest, because I see her restricted. I see her restricted. Yeah, I see her restricted. She might be detained. She might be detained. It's unbelievable that I'm saying that I don't want to spend all the time, because it would take too much time to go through all these people that have been arrested or about to be arrested. But let's just, because I do want to switch to some other topics, but let's ask about Trump. We're going to pick 3 cards about Trump. Please hit the thumbs up. It really helps me a lot. And I'm sweating and working really hard for enjoying the party with you all. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, but I want to get to some other things too. But I'm just going to read on Trump. I want to get to the debate, and I want to get to, to read on the debate. Trump won't be on the ballot. Already read on that many times. It's pretty consistent. And it's going to be because of the 14th Amendment. And I want to read on Biden too. So this is about Trump. This week, because he's going to have to turn himself in. This is Fani Willis. This is, I know that people say that Jack Smith and Fani Willis don't really talk, but I always got that they do. Yeah. 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups. I don't think the bail but bond money, that we're not even reading that because it just seems really irrelevant. Oh, it's not brutal here, Moonchild. It's absolutely, it's in the 60s. I'm just feeling warm from all the energy. I turned off my fans because I wanted to burn that lovely new candle. Midas said they do what? They do what? You only need 10% of bail requested. So all I'm saying, Warren, are you jumping the gun? Who will be on the ballot for the Republicans? We'll get to that. No, it doesn't really get hot in Gloucester where I live. It gets hot, but I've gone the whole summer without AC in my office. Yeah, Putin was behind all of January 6th, just so you know. Truro. Where's Truro, Deb Hopkins? I forgot. As far as Trump goes, this is Fani Willis. This is Jack Smith and the DOJ. Even though I know that that's separate, it's not really, right? It's not really. But I feel like these two together the energy of these two together is just going to bowl Trump over like you can't even believe. There is so much evidence that's indisputable. Is it up to 10 states are considering keeping Trump off the ballot? At Grassroots of Democracy tomorrow night, please come. We are going to figure out how to support the 14th Amendment being enforced. We're gonna figure that out because that's what we do. Truro is on the lower Cape just north of P-Town. It's that cold there, Maureen? it's really nice. It's comfortable today. I never heard of Truro. Hang on. Pendulum. How many states are going to put... How many states are going to refuse to put Trump on the ballot? Although I think it's going to be the 14th Amendment anyway. Okay. How many states are considering not having Trump on the ballot if it comes to that? Maureen is in Massachusetts, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, still circling around 6. Well, it looks like 5 right now. Yeah. 91 indictments. I think it's even higher than that right now on Trump. I think it is. So we read on the people that will be arrested and have been arrested. Maureen's in Weymouth. Yeah, okay. Not far from here. So we read on the characters that are being arrested in Georgia. I want everyone to celebrate that. I want everyone to celebrate that. We're not going to be going, oh, it's, this is taking too long. We're going to celebrate. This is a big freaking deal. Warren asked how many of the 18 co-conspirators will flip. Almost all of them. Okay. I wanted to pull a card on every candidate in the debate. So if I forget somebody, let me know. Actually, let's do it like this. Throw up a name of somebody that's in the debate and I'll pull a card. It's a BFD. It's a big deal. It's a big freaking deal that these people have been arrested and are going to be held accountable. The Hindi guy. Veda, what's his name? Vivek. I'm going to do my best to not put my opinion on the Vivek guy and to just pull a card about him. But what a freaking idiot! That Vivek guy, it's such an insult to your intelligence. He spews all this nonsense, dangerous nonsense. These people are appealing to the people that don't know anything. Yeah, 45 is disqualified, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure that we find the organizations and we contact our representatives to support enforcing our 14th Amendment. They appeal to the people, but not just that, Kathy. They're banking on people being absolutely stupid. I don't even think it's intentional that they don't think. I almost feel like they can't think, which really makes me worry about the state of people's minds. Okay, Vivek. Randy Rainbow is a riot. Really funny guy. Vivek. I think that Vivek and Nikki Haley are going to be in the same boat because I'm seeing the Queen of Wands here. I think you're going to see Vivek and Nikki Haley going at it. Berman is an unfamiliar name, but we'll pull a card on him. I noticed he was an unfamiliar face. I don't know if I took a screenshot of all the candidates, but let's just read on him. The very white GOP will not choose a non-white nominee, so Tim Scott can kiss his hopes goodbye. Burgum. As far as Burgum, he's a North Dakota governor running for president. He's out. He's out. It's the red hats. They have microchips. What do the microchips do? Yeah, this is gonna do. I mean, this is gonna put the nail in the coffin for Berman. I just see him coming across as ineffective, just like a child. Okay, who else? Pence. We'll read on Pence. We're just pulling one card each for the people that are in the debate. Yeah, media upholding the lies has caused the misinformation to take hold in people's brains, but you have to understand, if you hear something and it's like, wait, that doesn't really make sense. People used to have the ability to work it out in their heads. That doesn't make sense. How could that be possible? You know, remember when Trump got the Sharpie and he was like, the hurricane's going here. Where was it? To Alabama or something? And it wasn't. And people didn't really think it through. Well, did the weather people say that? You know what I mean? Yeah, DeSantis is in the debate. Pence. I'm pulling a card for Pence. The seagulls are making lots of noise about Pence. Another one. These are mealy-mouthed people. That Berman and Pence, mealy-mouthed. They got nothing. They're amateurs. I know, you might say, well, Pence is vice president, how could he be an amateur? He's an amateur. Nikki Haley. We're going to read on Nikki Haley. Republicans are demons. I would have to agree with that. Milquetoast. Nikki Haley. What I'm seeing here is that Nikki Haley has had so many missteps in the past, so many flip-floppy things, that she's not going to be taken seriously anyway. Nikki Haley is going to be experiencing her lies and her flip-flopping coming back to haunt her. Yeah. They're all traitors. They're all traitors. DeFascist, our favorite fascist. You know what I mean, in a manner of speaking. DeFascist. Asa Hutchinson is all over the place. DeFascist. What's weird about DeFascist is I kind of feel like DeSantis, if you're new here. I kind of feel like he gets tongue-tied. I feel like Ron DeFascist is going to have like he won't be able to, like, I almost feel like a paralysis. It's weird. And what did he's never going to live down. DeFascist is not going to live down the listless vessels. Try to say that 3 times, the listless vessels. He's not going to live that down. I feel DeFascist being deer in the headlights, which was what he did. Which is what he did in the governor race with Charlie Crist. He's gonna freeze up. That's what I'm picking up. Bye, Betty. Yeah, we're gonna see that. We're gonna see. DeFascist is gonna freeze on the stage, and we might want to pour ourselves a drink and watch. All right, who else before I read on Chris Christie? Because if you ask me, Christie is going to win the whole debate. Who am I leaving out? If you don't put up if nobody puts up who I'm leaving out, then I'll just, Asa Hutchinson. And then is that it? I'm going to read on Christie last. Asa Hutchinson. I know, Barbara, about that, but I don't feel like... Yeah, they remember the bridge scandal, but look at how many things, crimes these politicians have committed, and they just let it just go over their heads. Asa Hutchinson. Off the planet. 9 of Swords. Asa Hutchinson, he's going to feel humiliated. Christy says Trump gave him COVID. He did. Remember, he was helping him. And Trump tried to give Biden COVID because remember that debate with Biden? Trump knew he had COVID. Okay, so yeah, he had COVID. And Chris Christie was helping Trump to get ready for the debate. And Trump didn't tell him he had COVID. And that was the bad COVID. All right, Christy. Amy's going to the liquor store for a beverage. I'm having fake beer. It's really good. I should have brought two. I brought my cooler. Chris Christie. Chris Christie's going to win the debate. Yeah, he almost died from COVID, and it wasn't like the weaker strains of COVID. That was like in the Delta Omicron days. And Trump, did Trump get COVID twice? I don't remember. They tested Biden twice. It's amazing. Biden did get COVID, but he didn't get the really bad COVID. Will Christie be the nominee? That's a good question. I do get that he's going to be the strongest one in the debate. I do get that he'll... Yeah, so we're talking about Christie's missteps, but I'm just making the point that people's memories are short, and even if they do remember, they will not hold that against them. If they like Christie, they're not going to hold that against him because that's... Look at Trump. Look how many things he's done, and certain people don't hold it against him. Is Chris Christie going to be... He said he was immune after that, Is that a thing, that if you have COVID, you're immune after? It was the original, it might have been the Omicron. Is Chris Christie going to be the Republican nominee? No. Yeah, he was a bad governor. Chasing someone off a beach is way better than locking children up in cages, and worse. Yeah, so is Trump going to be the Republican nominee? No. Yeah, Trump gave... Remember, what's his name? The guy who started the pizza companies? Herman Cain? Died! Let's just remember for a second. We had really bad COVID. We had the really horrible strains of COVID that just killed people. If you got it, it was a death sentence. During that time, Trump was having rallies and telling people not to wear a mask. And I nearly just fell over when I realized what the guides told me was spot on correct. 1 million Americans will be dead before we got a handle on it. And it won't be done till January of next year. Yeah, Herman Cain died. Trump didn't care. Herman was loyal to Trump to the point of death, believing him when he said COVID's not a big deal. And then Trump didn't even say anything about it. Nor did Trump say anything when his brother died. He barely acknowledged it. The man is a malignant, narcissistic sociopath. Herman Cain ran for president. That's right. He did. COVID's still around. Thank God it's not what it was. Oh me, oh my. Where has the time gone? We still have tea and I haven't been drinking my tea. I better drink my tea. It was the original strain, but the reason that I'm confused is because I'm wondering on the debate schedule, when was the debate? Trump doesn't have compassion. Trump doesn't have empathy, and Trump doesn't have compassion. None. He's incapable, and he's never experienced love in his life. Are Betty and Bunny, they're better now? They're not so glowing? I think it puts Damon into trauma. Yeah, the Rose Garden party, yep. When for bringing in Amy Coney Barrett, sociopath. And I don't just say that. I'm saying like a psychiatrist would diagnose him as a sociopath. And just so you know, Trump, there was a letter that went to, I don't know, Congress or something. I don't know who it went to, but it was the psychiatrists, 200 psychiatrists warning, when Trump was in office, warning the American people about how dangerous he was. Yes, and he did show up late to the debate, so he couldn't be tested there. I remember that. While I'm sipping my tea, which I almost forgot about, let me do a quick commercial. He's a big liar. He's a big fat liar. He's, you know, Satan. He's the father of lies. Okay. You know what's funny is we've covered so much tonight, and I feel like we have so much more to cover. Yeah, he's a malignant, narcissistic, sociopath, dictator wannabe. 2,000 psychiatrists wrote a letter of warning. Betty has that glow. Betty's happy. Betty's happy. They have a sign. Betty and Benny Bunny love democracy. Join grassrootsofdemocracy.com. Build a democracy habit. We have fun. You need to join us if you don't already. If you'd like to book a psychic reading, you know what to do if you're here often. Go to psychicannetteDion.com and you will see where to book a reading. I'm also a spiritual life coach. If you need life coaching, you should sign up for it. And what else? I do tea leaf readings too. And Barbara, thank you for the testimonial. I appreciate that. I have a new class coming up. Friday's going to be a really busy day. I'll squeeze in. I'm going to do an outdoor reading tomorrow. A shorter one. I know, these shows are really long. Please hit the thumbs up. Yeah, you didn't have to be a psychiatrist to know 45 was crazy. But, I mean, we know he's crazy. We know he's crazy. But to have it spoken by the experts was powerful. I can't believe it's already Wednesday either. Seriously, Psychic is a new class that starts September 23rd. You want to get ready for Psychic season. October's right around the corner. Please join Grassroots of Democracy. Go to grassrootsofdemocracy.com. You really want to be part of the democracy saving party because you don't want to be left out of the party, right? And one other thing, really exciting news. I don't have the PR for it just yet, but I'm going to be giving a 2-hour class in a medieval castle, October 11th. Save the date. It's going to be $99 to learn the tarot in 2 hours. So you can sign up live streaming, but it's not available yet. But I will keep you posted. So just mark your calendar. It's Wednesday, October 11th. Tarot in 2 hours in the castle. It's going to be a big deal. I'm very excited. If you want to be a member, we have a, please sign up. The upper levels of the membership, on Saturday we have a psychic party for like 45 minutes to an hour. Okay? I haven't had COVID. I'm really grateful for that. Okay. Oh my goodness, this is interesting. Well, here's what we have in the tea leaves. This is Mars. This is Mars, and this is like a figure that looks like a monk. What do I say about Trump being disqualified? Because of the 14th Amendment, he violated his oath of office and he turned on his country. So he won't be on the ballot. Oh, come to Church of Spirituality, thank you. And become a member. If you become a member at the upper two levels, which are the High Priestess and the World levels, it's just like a subscription. You just can give me a monthly, payment. It's not a lot of money. You see a snail? We're going to have a psychic party at the last Saturday of every month. We get together and we talk about psychic stuff and we do little readings. It's fun. Fun. It's all about fun, people. Seriously. It's all about fun. I'm looking for my magic wand. Hang on. I have a little magic wand here made out of a twig. And it's alright. I'll just use this. I'll just point. See, there's something that looks like a monk in a prayer pose in Mars. So what we're going through right now is a spiritual awakening. Pay attention, people. This is a big deal. We're having a spiritual awakening, and it's going to be powerful and strong. You see a duck and a farmer gardener with a hoe. You do? I see... Here's Mercury. There's a little flower. This tea has flower in it. So there's like a wispy spiritual kind of a thing, and Mercury. So the language of our people in authority is divinely guided. Oh my God, are we woke? Yes, we're very woke. We're proud to be woke. We are woke. We're paying attention. Boy, do we pay attention. All day, every day. For the longest time now, for years. Okay, so this is this looks like angels piled up. There's a pile up of angels. Yogi Bear sees parked cars. We all see something different. But a pile up of angels, that's a really... Do you see them? I'll just use my lipstick. There's an angel, there's an angel, an angel, and an angel, and a horseshoe. Right? See it? I'll show you again. There's an angel and an angel and an angel and an angel in the horseshoe. And I see, so that looks like a monk. So this is really, you love my video of the seagull today? He was right outside. Spirit is saying, yes, Spirit is saying we just stay on the loving, peaceful path. And the horseshoe is good luck. So I don't see anything here that's nefarious. I see a divinely guided nation. What a beautiful note to end on. Thank you, Darren, and thank you for your donation. I did thank you for that before. She's putting out my P.O. Box information that I think... Oh, the horseshoe is here. See, the horseshoe is part of the cup. I think my P.O. Box is in the description, pretty sure. Yeah, a church congregation was upset with the pastor and accused him of talking woke liberal stuff. Yeah, he was talking about taking care of our brothers and sisters. Yeah. So therein lies the truth that those people are not Christians. I'm just responding to the chat. So anyway, we have a lot to be grateful for. This is really, it's a spiritual awakening. We're in a time of a spiritual awakening, and democracy was founded on spiritual principles, so there you go. I'm kind of right on time to end. Yes, okay, so in the description, if you prefer to write a check to make a donation, and you can make a donation in the description, you know, with the heart, that says thanks with a little $sign. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate each and every one of you, because I am celebrating the beautiful, loving, kind people, and you are it. Tell your friends, share this video. I'll be posting information as soon as it's complete on the October 11th Tarot in 2 hours in the castle. And Professional Aquarian, Kathy and I have a show next week. There's a blue moon. And the full moon's on the 30th. Our show will be on the 29th. Yep, please hit the like. And let's go watch that debate in a little while. Get ready. Get your popcorn ready. And if you can stomach it. Thumbs up. Much appreciate. We're going places and it's all good. Alright, and I'll see you Friday. I'm back on Friday and I'm going to post a video tomorrow too under videos from outdoors. Namaste. See ya.